Hello, this is Brad from JamPlay.com, and I'm here to introduce a new Phase 1 series, Beginning Guitar. So you've decided that you want to play guitar. You need to decide what kind of guitar you want to play. Do you want to play rock and roll, country, blues, acoustic, electric? That's something to think about. Choose from your favorite artist. What kind of guitar do they play? Do they play an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar? Do they play a guitar with humbuckers? Do they play a guitar with single coil pickups? These are some things that you need to think about when choosing a guitar. Let's say you want to play an acoustic guitar. Some things to look at in acoustic guitar are, first of all, the way it feels when you play it. Does it fit your body, the comfort? When you put your arms around the guitar, does it feel comfortable to you? Are you having to put your arm way too far over and it's uncomfortable? These are some of the things you need to think about. The action of the guitar is very important. What I'm talking about with action is you have your strings here and then the neck of the guitar. When you're holding down the strings, are they too hard to push down? Are the strings what I call gorilla action, where you have to push really hard, they're far up? Play just single notes. If you're just starting out, to feel if it's going to be, too difficult for you to push the strings down. Also, I would bring a friend with more experience with me that knows how to play a little bit of guitar and have them tell you what they feel about the guitar. So one other thing to think about is your physical hand size. Are you a small person or a big person? If you're a small person, you may want to think about playing a 3/4 size guitar with a smaller type of neck, which will make it a lot easier for someone with small hands to get their hands around and stretch. Also, how is the width of the guitar neck? Some guitars have a thinner neck, which is easier for stretching, holding chords, and moving around, and some have a fatter neck. So it's all a matter of physical size, comfort, and value. So now we're talking about value. We're talking about quality versus price. First of all, what I would do, there is so many guitars out there right now and so many things to choose from that it's almost like going out and buying your first car. There's so many things to choose from, and it's really not impossible, but could be frustrating. So what you need to do is first narrow it down to a price range that's comfortable for you. There's a lot of good starting guitars in the $200 range, $150, $200, $300 to $400 range. So what you do is you pick what's comfortable for you and then look at guitars that are just in this price range category. Then what you do is you look at the quality of the guitar. Look inside the guitar, inside the hole. If you're looking at an acoustic guitar, is there glue that you can see physically in there? Is it dirty on the inside? Did they not clean it out? Does the craftsmanship look well? Does it feel good in your hands? These are some of the things you need to think about. Another thing to consider is buying from a local store. I always find that it's better to buy from a local store because you have a place, first of all, to take your guitar back if there's something wrong with it. Make sure that they have a decent repair person and talk to them about things like, if I need to have a new nut put on, what would it cost, When you buy from a local store, you tend to have better service rather than buying from a big company because they know you personally, and they're going to take better care of your instrument because they want you to keep coming back. Look at multiple guitars, try out many of them, as many as there are available, and what fits best for you with your price range and quality of guitar and style of play. Some of the guitars out there that I would look at are Fender, Art Luthier, Epiphone, Dean guitars. These are just some of the guitars that have decent entry-level guitars in a decent, lower bracket price range. Once you've decided on a guitar, whether it be electric or acoustic, you need to get some accessories for this. You're going to need strings, picks, a guitar strap, and possibly even something to tune up with, pitch pipe, fork tuner, or nowadays they have electronic tuners. They have electronic tuners that go on the back of the neck of your guitar, some that are like a floor pedal unit. These are some of the things you need to look at. With strings, whenever you buy a guitar, think about or ask who you're buying from what gauge of strings and what type of strings are on the guitar. Especially if you're buying an acoustic guitar, you don't want to put on too light of set of strings because it could cause fret buzz. With lighter strings, there's less tension on the guitar neck, which it's made out of wood, so the guitar neck will tend to bow back a little bit, which can cause fret buzz, which will make you have to have your guitar reset for that gauge of strings. That being said, that can happen also on electric guitar, but it's less common. Usually electric guitars have a lighter set of strings on it anyway, but it's very important on acoustic guitars to look at that. Now, as far as picking out picks, what I would suggest for somebody that's beginning is a medium weight guitar pick. I'm not exactly sure what gauge that is, but they usually have light, medium, and heavy. And for someone that's just starting out, you don't want too light of a pick because it's less control, and you don't want too heavy of a pick because sometimes it feels a little bit sloppy and uncomfortable in the hand. So I would go with the medium gauge. There are different kinds of textures with picks. What's really important is how it feels in your hand. Is it too slick, first of all? Does it feel like it wants to fall out of your fingers? There are some that are made out of nylon, plastic. There's some that they say are made out of tortoise shell, which I feel they have a really good a grip to them, and that's what I prefer. I'm not exactly sure if they're really made out of tortoise shell, but that's what they say. Anyway, with picks, there's a lot of different shapes. The shape is important. How it fits in your hand. Is it too big? Some are triangular shape and some are shaped like this, which is what I would prefer for someone just starting out. Then we go into picking out a strap. You want to pick out a strap that's in your price range. That's another thing that can be anywhere from $10 on up to $50 or $100. And depending on what it's made out of, depending on what company makes it, what I would consider is just a good old standard leather strap, if it's not too expensive, or even the nylon type are fine. But you want to make sure that it feels comfortable around your shoulder, and you want to make sure that it stays on your guitar without falling off. Which leads into another thing. When you're standing up playing, you may want to get some strap locks, because I feel that, if you have a decent guitar, if your strap falls off and it hits the ground, you're going to be very disappointed when you see the nicks on it. All in all, what's most important for your choices of guitars and accessory is comfort, price, and quality. Anyway, that's my take on choosing a guitar, and I hope this helps you out.